You're a smart woman. You have been successful in your life. No one would argue. From the outside looking in, you've got that high level corporate job or a beautiful business that is making money. And it looks to everyone like you've got it made. And even though that's the impression, your experience is that you're checking boxes, dreading work, burnt out, isolated, and alone in how miserable it actually feels. And if this is you, then hi, my name is Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness and transformational purpose coach and expert. And what I do is work with women that are just like you. And I know because I was you. And so I was 40 years old in a thriving psychotherapy practice and hated it. And so I understand the journey of being in a space of feeling so disconnected from understanding that you've got purpose. You know that there's a reason you're here, and you got it here, knowing that you're doing the right things and somehow feel rotten for all of the work. Like you don't have passion and enthusiasm anymore. And the dream you once had is now kind of a nightmare. And what I do is when we come in and work together, we're going to define the clarity that you can have around where you've been, where you're going, and honestly, how you got here, the pieces that maybe we need to go in and rework and understand so that you can change lanes, do something that's either slightly different or a whole new ball game to really reconnect, not just with success, but purpose and success. And so I want to talk today in having lots of experience in coaching and providing psychotherapy for years and years and years, that we're going to talk about some blocks that people have. Okay. So this is one of those areas that I love to dive into because it's really about four different things I see people stumble in when they're working to create and manifest something for themselves in their lives. Okay. And whether that's a change, a new job, a new business, something. Okay. So in midlife, we're all dealing with different things, right? And I listen to a lot of people, right, talk about they want to manifest maybe a new relationship, maybe a different kind of relationship. Maybe they want to manifest visibility and success in their career in a new venue. There's so many ways that we can really be doing this, right? So, and we want to be really clear about the stumbling blocks that we can bump into that will prevent us from doing the very thing that we want to do. So, one, not being clear. If you are not clear with where you want to go and what you want to create, you're not going to make it happen. So, one of the very first things you want to sit down is with really clear minded thinking. Consider where you want to be going. What do you want to be creating? And so, you want to be so super, super clear to have a kind of vision about where you're going. Two, you don't believe you can. And this is really tricky because if you don't believe it will happen, if there's this incessant kind of mindset in the background that's chatter, that's all about how this will never come to fruition, it also isn't going to happen. Your mindset is so, so important. And so is the energy attached to this. But today we're just going to talk about the mindset. So it isn't just mindset alone, it's mindset and energy, which I am always talking about. But for today, it really is about the mindset that you can create the thing that you want to get to, whether that's a shift in the career, whether that's a shift in a self-care practice, whatever it might be. You want to be clear and you want to believe that it can happen. Now, number three is deeply connected to number two, meaning if you don't feel worthy of receiving goodness, and I know someone just went, oh, here we go. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You'd be surprised how many things, if you are stuck in a place and you start counting backwards and kind of tracking like a map, what is it that I seem to get stuck in this? And I think I'm confident and I'm successful and I know I've got all these things and I've got my head around this. And all of a sudden you start really doing the math and you look and go, there's a piece, there's a story back there that I am not worthy to receive this thing. That's actually really powerful. And so I'm really going to encourage you to go in and address any of those unworthiness kind of ideas and belief systems, because that is going to also be pivotal in you being able to create and manifest this next thing that you're wanting to create. Number four, and I know this is going to sound so simple, is if you don't share with other people. And while we do the work, yes, right, each of us individually, I am not going to mince words about that. I know that it's so important that we're really clear and really honest about the situation that we're in. And one of them is that at the end of the day, no one can do it for you. Okay. So this is not what I'm saying. But I am saying doing it in like community or a supportive space where other people are coming in around you as a safety net of moral support and energy, and also people that are telling you the things that you need to hear. You've got this. You can do this. You know what you need to do. How can I help? We're going to make this happen. There is something so powerful about community. And so I just want to drop that here as well, that that is really a pivotal piece in my life. My network and my friend systems have saved my hiney 100 times. And so I'm just going to tell you that in the moments where you're feeling so stuck, really the key to unlocking the next piece of your journey is making sure that you are arm in arm with other powerful people who love, support, and see your vision. And so community is just absolutely crucial. So, okay, 4 blocks. 1, not being clear. 2, not believing that you're capable of receiving. Okay. 3, not feeling worthy of receiving, which is tough. And then that 4th one is not having people around you as a support system. So those are the 4 things that I see as kind of block options when I talk to people and they're trying to manifest and create new things. These are kind of some of the really standard ones that I see people bump into. And so I thought I would just pop in here, drop that for you, drop it like it's hot, and let you digest that and sit with that, right? If you'd like more tips and tools on how to create something different than this, right? So this is one part of the story, is maybe one struggle. And you're like, yeah, I'd like to do something differently. Then I invite you to follow me at laughinglotuswellness.com. I have a ton of purpose tools and tricks right on my website. You're welcome to go over, subscribe, and check out all the tools that I have right there on my website. And the reason I do that is so that if someone is really looking for a quick and easy solution and they want to filter through some of the things I have, you have kind of a library of content sitting right there on my website. So again, that's laughinglotuswellness.com. You're welcome to go check it out. Subscribe if you'd like. Look and see through some of my materials. You can't find some things that address this because I'm most certain they're hanging out there. But I just wanted to drop this in here and share those blocks with you to encourage you to begin stepping in a different direction, to be thinking and watching for yourself and some of the habits and ideas that you might have that actually might be a stumbling block for you, when in fact, you're ready. You just have a couple things that you could tweak a little bit and tuck them in and have a whole different experience. So as always, my friends, blessings, love, and light. This is Jen signing off from Laughing Lotus Wellness and your path to purpose, supporting and holding space for you to figure out how you also can manifest the things that you want in your life without some of the struggle. So we'll see you next time on Laughing Lotus Wellness.